Hello everybody, NW Order for Life here, and today I want to make another video about The Legend of Zelda. Today I want to talk about Princess Zelda and her relation to Hylia. Everybody believes that Zelda is the reincarnation of Hylia. And yes, that's true, but only for one particular princess, and that is for actually someone who's not a princess. That's for Skyward Sword Zelda. She is the mortal reincarnation of the goddess Hylia. Every other Zelda after her is descended from her bloodline as a mortal. Now let's think about what a mortal is. A mortal is a human being for the most part, that is vulnerable, that is finite, meaning that their time will come. They will not exist forever. And a mortal is simple, a being that can experience things that gods cannot. Whereas a god knows everything, a mortal simply experiences everything for the first time, learns sensations and feelings and thoughts that they would have never had being a immortal goddess that rules with wisdom and knowledge and power and does not escape that divine role that that a god or a goddess has. So a mortal, Zelda in Skyward Sword is immortal, but yet she is the reincarnation of the goddess Hylia. So how is she a reincarnation? Well, she has all of the goddess's memories, and she has all of the goddess's powers. For example, like when she blesses the Master Sword and it becomes the true Master Sword, or when she sends the harp to Link during the Temple of Time scene. These instances show off Zelda's power. Obviously, when she sealed herself in the crystal, which looked like amber, but that crystal that she sealed herself up in the sealed temple to wait out Demise's destruction, she held the seal on him, on the imprisoned, I should say. These show that Zelda is, has the power of the gods, but yet, like I said, as a mortal, she is finite, she has a time limit, she is weak, in essence. She can die. That's how you can put it in the plainest, simplest terms. She can die. But how can a mortal pass on divine blood? Well, by having children. And by, because Zelda is highly reincarnated with all her powers and wisdom intact, she passes that on through her blood to her children. Now, how do we know that she passes this on through her blood? Because Demise says so. Demise says, those who carry the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero, they are the ones that are doomed to Demise's curse, not the current Zelda and the current Link in Skyloft. Those two, they already defeated Demise, but an incarnation of Demise's hatred will forever follow the ones that carry the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero. So to carry the blood of the goddess, you have to have children to pass that blood down, and that's exactly what Skyward Sword Zelda did. We see this in the royal crest of the Hyrule royal family. You see the loft wing from Link, his crimson red bird is in the picture and in the crest, and also Hylia's wings are also part of the bird, because the Hylia's crest used to be like the bird Loftwing's wings, but different. You can actually see her crest in Breath of the Wild if you look in, I believe it's the opening trailer. You see her crest on top of a building, the two wings, the two white wings. But the wings are like merged. Her wings are merged with the loft wing, Link's crimson loft wing, and then you have the Triforce on the bottom. So that should really paint a good picture of what's happened, and that's that Link and Zelda merged together. They created the Hyrulean royal family, and the Triforce on the bottom because they watch over the Triforce. Right? I mean, that makes the most sense. And think about other games like Link to the Past, where the bloodline was a very prominent feature in that game. Um, the seven maidens carried the blood of the seven wise men, and they had to be sealed away in order for the blood seal on Ganon to be released. That keeps him in the Dark World. And again, in the Wind Waker, you have Tetra, who carries the blood of the royal family, but looks nothing like any Zelda before her until the Triforce of Wisdom is revealed, and she transforms into a completely different version of herself with lighter skin tone and a different dialect and everything. And that is something to, to really go into, because Tetra loses her accent. She becomes more graceful, more diplomatic, more kind and soft-spoken in comparison to how she was before she transformed into Zelda. It's not just the skin tone that changes. So truly a magical transformation, a godlike transformation into more of what Hylia would be. Now, let's just think, for a minute about how Hylia is different from all the Zeldas. And really, she is different, because you have, Skyward Sword Zelda. She was very, she had a lot of regrets about what she did to Link in setting up his fate to go through the trials and basically using him as an instrument to defeat Demise without his consent. But she was cheerful, happy, and mainly just wanted to spend most of her time with Link as, potential love interest or childhood friend, however you want to look at it. And then you have, Minish Cap Zelda. Minish Cap Zelda is like a tomboy. She was Link's friend, just like Link in Skyward Sword was friends with Zelda, but she was, like this outgoing princess, very fun, and just loved to play jokes on Link, and she bought him stuff, and like she's a different personality. Ocarina of Time Zelda, she was very, as a child she was more of a little spitfire, you would say, but as an adult, adult woman, she was very graceful and very sorrowful and very quiet, very much like Skyward Sword Zelda when she was upset, but didn't have the personality of Skyward Sword Zelda when she was at peace and happy as a mortal. And then you have Twilight Princess Zelda. She was completely different. She actually was very stoic, very regal, very serious, stone-faced kind of person. But at the same time, she had a caring heart, and she, had a strong sense of duty. And, you can go on and on with all the Zeldas. You'll notice there's so many differences in all the Zeldas. And like I already mentioned, Tetra, how big her change is from when she's just a normal girl. She's completely different than any Zelda before her. And really, what I'm trying to point out is that every Zelda is their own individual person. A woman that is born with the destiny of the goddess. And when I said the destiny of the goddess, I refer to the curse of Demise. The destiny of the goddess, of her descendants, is to fight the evil incarnation of Demise. And when they do that alongside the spirit of the hero, whoever is the current Link. And but that's the extent of it. They don't have the memories of Hylia. They don't have the they don't have her personality. I mean, there are traits like I said in Ocarina of Time Zelda and others. There are traits of Hylia in them, but for the most part, and you can even affirm that with Tetra, because with Tetra, that's just all traits. It's almost like Tetra magically becomes so close to Hylia when she transforms, but on her own, when she's not using that power, when she's not using the Triforce of Wisdom, she's just like a pirate talking girl with a sense of adventure, and she's got a completely 180 personality. She could be nasty, she could be sarcastic. So, you know, that's what I'm trying to say, is that every Zelda is their own individual person, and they are not reincarnations of Hylia. They are descendants of the mortal Zelda who was a reincarnation of Hylia. That is the basic truth that I want to get out to everybody today, because I know everyone has been confused about it. I see a lot of people confused about it in comments and videos. And, you know, like I said, yes, you can make the argument that there is parts of Hylia within the Zeldas, her personality, but for the most part, they are so different from Hylia, and for the most part, they have normal lives and they don't know anything about Hylia. Again, there is no mention in Hylia in any of the Legend of Zelda games except for Skyward Sword and now Breath of the Wild. So that's why Breath of the Wild is such a big thing right now, because of Hylia being in it is such a mind blower. You know, you don't know what's going on. However, this is the truth. The truth is, according to Demise's curse, those who carry the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero. So it's right there in the quote. Look it up. Zeldas are just Zeldas. They inherit the destiny of Hylia, and they inherit her power from her bloodline, but they're in their own times with their own heroes, and they'll make their own destinies. And that's just the truth. And I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Please be sure to tell me in the comments below if you have a strong if you disagree with me strongly. You can, or just at all, you can talk about that in the comments, and we can have a nice discussion. Please rate the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more Zelda videos in the future, and other videos as well.